Hi, in this lecture we will continue problem solving with list. So what we are going to see here is we are going to see how to represent matrices and how to solve problem that involve matrices. Now we will consider a very simple problem of adding two matrices. So you are given two matrices M1 and M2. We have to get the matrix 3 by adding the given matrices, and you have to print M3, right? So the first thing we have to discuss is representation of matrices in Python. Actually it is going to be represented as list of list. Consider this 3 cross 3 matrix. This is the first row, second row, third row. Okay. How will we represent in list is each row will be a list. So your matrix is going to be list of rows. So when you want to represent this 2, 5, 19, these things, each row is going to be a list. So first row will be 2, 5, 19. Second row will be another list, 13, 6, 21. Third row will be another list, 132, 13, 54. And the matrix is going to be the first list followed by second list followed by the third list. This is how the matrix is going to be. When you look at the PSE for the problem, the input is going to be the dimension of the matrices and elements of the two matrices, and output is going to be the resultant matrix obtained after addition. And when you look at the concepts involved, first of all we should discuss how to represent a 2D structure, and then we should also know how to traverse the matrix, and it's better to write functions to read matrices. There will be 3 basic operations: read the matrix, add matrices, print matrices. It is better to write as functions to have it easier dealing with. Okay. So consider this 2 cross 2 matrix. Now this matrix addition we have made it very simple. We are not going to get separate dimension for the two matrices. Instead we are assuming that both of them are going to have the same dimension. So you are going to read the dimension only once. I will give it as 2, 2, and these are all the elements of the first matrix, 1, 1, 1, 1, and these are all the elements of the second matrix, all are 2. When I add these two matrices, I will get all as 3. And now we can first of all do on the terminal how to represent matrix, and then we can check about adding the matrix. So before that, let us do it on the terminal. Yeah, so I will say like the matrix, I have to say 1, 2, M is equal to, it's going to be a list of list. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is how a matrix will be. You can see that it is a list of list. First element of this is going to be list, second one is a list, third one is a list. And how I can access it, accessing the elements is very straightforward, normal access only. So for there are 3 rows. For I in range 0, 3. For j in range there are 3 columns in each row. Again it's going to be 0, 3. I can say print m of I j. Fine, it will print all the elements. Now if you want to print it in matrix form, then what we can do is, instead of just leaving it, we can say end is equal to space. We know that in Python print will take the control to the next line. So instead you can put the end equal to space, and this is actually after printing the entire row, I will go to the next line. So if you give like this, then it will print it in the matrix form. Okay. And when you are going to read and form the matrix, I just showed you like 1, 2, 3, I just put the elements inside. Instead, how we can form the matrices, initially you have to have the list as empty. I will say let m equal to empty. Then what I will do is, for each row, there are 3 rows, means let me write as for I in range 0, 3, what will I do is, I will append a empty row. Please understand that whenever you are going to read a row, you should add a list to the matrix. Initially the matrix is a list, okay, only one list. Now we will add a list for each row, right? So m dot append of empty list, and then for j in range 0, 3. For each element, you are going to read the element from the user, and then you are going to add it to the ith row of the matrix. Okay, because now only you have added the list. Okay, so m of I will refer to the ith row. Now whatever you have added, dot append of x. Okay, so this is how you will be forming the matrix. Okay, so once again I will run it. I don't know whether it's executing. Yeah, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I am going to print m, you will see that it is formed, but one more empty list has also come. Maybe that okay, we will do it and see, right? When we write the code, it will be more clear. This extra list should not come. Okay, so let us start writing the code for adding the 2 matrices. Before that, let us have a fast rush through the algorithm. So the algorithm for this is the algorithm for the problem, where it says that this algorithm I have mentioned that tuned for Python. Okay, so certain things now what we have seen, that I will bring into the algorithm. First step is read the number of rows and the number of columns from the user. So R and C will be read from the user, and then let m1 be a empty list, m2 to be empty list, and m3 is also empty list. All these 3 are matrices initially empty, and then you are going to call the read function twice, one for m1 and another one for m2. Then add matrix function is going to be called to find out m3. So m1 and m2 will be passed as argument to the add matrix function, and you will find out what is m3. And then you call the print matrix function, and you have to print m3, that is the objective. So when you look at the read matrix function, we know that it will get number of rows, number of columns, and an empty matrix as arguments, right? And we are going to repeat the loop. This is for the number of rows and this is for the number of columns. For each row, you have to create a empty list within m. Okay, m is the matrix. So within m, we have to create a empty list, and we have to also initialize j is equal to 0. While j is less than c, we are going to repeat the steps. First one is you will read the element x from the user, append the ith list of m. Okay, you will add the x element whatever you have read into the ith list of m, and you will increment j and increment I. This is the procedure for reading the matrix. And for adding the matrix, the parameters passed will be R, C, the matrices m1, m2 as well as the empty matrix m3. And what we are going to do, we are going to have loop, okay, which is going to pass through the rows and columns, and then you will find out the addition of the corresponding things. Okay, so y is equal to, you will take the element from m1 from the ith jth index, and similarly from m2 we will add it. After adding it, we will put it inside the list of M3, okay, here 3 is missing, it should be y should be appended to the list M3, and then you increment the values of I and j. And for print matrix, the algorithm is very simple. Here the parameters that are read will be number of rows, columns and a matrix. You will iterate through the elements of the matrix. First you will go through the row and then the column wise. First of this is going to be row major thing, okay. So outer loop will move through the rows, inner loop will move through the columns. You have to print the element at position ij and then you have to increment. This is the algorithm. Now let us go and start implementing it. Okay, so first thing is you have to read the number of rows and number of columns. So let R be the number of rows, C be the number of columns. You read it from the user, right? And then you have to initialize M1. M1 is empty list, M2 is also empty list, M3 is also empty list, okay. And then we are going to have functions. The first function is we are going to read the matrix. For read matrix, the parameter that will be coming are R, C and M, right? One of the matrix also will come. So in which what we will do, we will actually matrix will come as reference. So the content will be as it is. What you have initialized in this part of the code will be retained here also. List is passed by reference only in Python. So if you have put as empty list means that empty, and whatever changes we are making in the read matrix function will get reflected in the callee function also. So we need not bother about it. So I am going to say range 0, R. What will I do is I will add, okay. So M dot append of the empty list and then for j in range 0, j. You have to read the element from the user, int of input, then I have to add it to the ith row, okay. So I will say M of I dot append of x, okay. That's it. No need to return because automatically it will get reflected in the mail, the callee function, since it is passed by reference, okay. So one by one the element will be read and put inside the matrix M. So when we call with M1, the first matrix values will be read. When I call with M2, the second matrix values will be read and it will be put in M2. Next what we are going to write is, we are going to write a add matrix function. So add matrix function, we saw in the algorithm that it will take R, C, M1, M2 and then M3. All these things will come as argument, and then what we have to do is we have to create a row in the third matrix because that matrix is going to be built now only. So you have to say M3 dot append of empty matrix, this we have to do, and then for, okay, this should be inside this only, for j in range of 0, c, okay. You have to read a element from the, add matrix. So you have to compute the summation of the ith and jth element in M1 and ith and jth element in M2, right. So it should be like this, and we should say m3 dot, okay, sorry, m3 of I dot append of y. Okay, this is how it will be. And next we are going to write the print matrix function. Print matrix function will take R and C and another one matrix, and here we will just traverse through the rows and the columns. So you have to say 0 comma C. Okay, we have to say print m of I j, and we should not move to the next line because you are printing a row of a matrix. So you say end is space, and then you come out of this loop and you will say print to come to the next line. Okay, these are all the functions that we have written for doing the operations. Now we have to come back after reading the row and column and initializing the matrices. We have to call now the read matrix function. First of all, read matrix should be called with R comma C comma M1. Then again you have to call read matrix R comma C comma M2. Then you have to call add matrix function R comma C comma M1 comma M2 comma M3. Okay, and then you have to call the print M3 function. So this is how we will write the code. Now let us execute. So it's waiting for the number of rows. Let me say 2 2. Okay, okay, so somewhere I have written as J in range, maybe in read matrix, okay, C, it should be C, there is a mistake, J in range 0 comma J was there, it should be 0 comma C. So now 2 comma 2, 1 1 1 1, and now it's waiting for the second matrix elements 2 2 2 2, right. So you can see that it is printing 3 3, right. So this is what we want. The matrix, resultant matrix will be 3 3, right. So I have just given print M3. Now call print matrix M3. Print matrix M3 if you give, then it will print it in the matrix form. Okay, yeah, I have to pass the R and C, that was my mistake. Yeah, so it is printing in the matrix form. You can also try with the 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, so let me say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So first matrix consists of these things. Second matrix let us have for convenience all ones. 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, so it is just added. To understand, I have given this. So 1 2 3 has become 2 3 4, 4 5 6 has become 5 6 7, and so on, right. Okay, so this is about representing a matrix in Python. Okay, so matrix in Python is going to be list of list. Okay, so you have to work further. Practice is the best way to learn things. So practice, that will be the giving you more knowledge and more skill also. Thank you.